Our next guest is a talented actor you know from his work in Grey's Anatomy, Animal Kingdom, and Felicity. He stars in the horror sci-fi series Teacup, which is now streaming on Peacock. Let's take a look.
This part is gonna sound like bull, I know, but there's this paint, okay? This blue line of paint on the ground. I don't know what you call it. This kind of force field. If you cross the line, you die. Listen to you. Acting like you're telling the truth, like I don't know what lies sound like. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Keep playing dumb. I'm gonna put a bullet in your stomach. I am not lying!
Please welcome back to the show our friend Scott Speedman, everybody! Welcome back, my friend.
Thanks, man. How are
I
you?
saw you last month.
Yes.
My brother got married. You were there.
He finally got married.
He finally got married. 10 years with Mackenzie. They finally got married.
Yeah, I'm 8 years in, so I understand.
Yeah.
Without getting married.
You're 8 years in without getting married.
Yes, I keep putting it off. We have 2 kids now, and I'm like, let's just have another kid. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's what women like more than a ring.
They do. Let's have another pregnancy and a birth. Let's do it all again.
Is it true? So yours are 3 years and like 2 weeks.
Yes, basically 2 weeks. No, he's 8 weeks old.
8 weeks old. Okay, sorry. So 2 months. I got it wrong.
2 months.
That's right.
I wouldn't be here if he was 2 weeks. I would never be allowed out of the house.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, first one was a home birth.
Home birth. Oh my God.
I mean, we did a home birth for the third one, but that's really bold to like do it right out of the gate.
Wait a sec, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes, the home birth is hilarious. I mean,
Oh my God, that is not my bounce.
no, because you have to rent this, like, I don't know if you guys did this, but we rented this, like, plastic tub, and you end up, like, at 3 in the morning when you're, especially with the first kid, because it's so slow.
Yeah.
At 3 in the morning, you're, like, 4 hours in. I was in the tub with her, just holding her, while, like, 2 people we barely know are watching over the tub. It was just
Who were they? Did they come with the tub?
No, they were the... No, it was like, you know, the midwife and all that.
Okay, gotcha.
You barely know them, and they're in your house, and you're just, you know, talking.
And is it not, like, do you not have a tub yourself?
No, we have tubs in the house.
Yeah, because like I will say, like we do too, and that's what we used. And then, you know, like it would be like, you know, like when I watch TV, I don't rent a couch because we have a couch.
You have a couch and a TV.
Yeah. So we just use the ones we have. Like,
No.
what's this tub got?
It was bigger and inflatable. I don't
Okay.
know. While she was like in the first throes of labor, I was like pumping up. Like,
Again, everything seems to be telling me you should have used your tub.
yeah, we should have just used our tub. We had a great tub downstairs.
Great tub.
Yeah.
Would have been perfect for it.
It would have been great. We
And
didn't do
now
that.
you've got a daughter. She's going to grow up. She's going to be, show me which tub I was born in. You're like, we don't have it.
We don't have it. We
Yeah.
gave it back.
It's
We
a-
actually
it was a
gave it to the
rental.
next people.
Yeah.
It was a rental.
Well, of course it was a rental.
Really disgusting, too. You give it off after whatever happened to there happened.
Yeah.
You're like, here's your tub.
They're like, you're not getting your tub deposit back.
I never got it.
You never got your tub deposit back.
I never get any deposits back.
You seem like a guy who would never get a deposit
way,
back. Yeah. We talked about how this is paying for me before. We were friends first. You
Yes.
and I were like New York friends. Then
We dated first.
We dated first, and
a
then
while.
you go out to LA.
Yeah.
Meet my brother like once, and then he's like your best friend.
Yes, it was Coachella 2007.
Great.
We met there, and Josh, you know,
Yeah.
obviously you do.
Yeah.
He's the greatest guy, and I am not the greatest guy, and he took care of me in
Yeah.
my wildest days, and we just had the best time.
Yeah, he's a caregiver.
He is a caregiver.
But you guys have had some trips together. You went to Mexico. I believe this is the only time Josh has been kicked out of a hotel, and I feel like that's your fault.
It is my. First of all, it's 100% my fault.
Okay, that's very nice of you to own it.
It was July 4th. I showed up at his house July 3rd, and I was like, we got to go somewhere.
Okay.
And you know, Josh, he was like, okay, well, let me open up the computer.
Right,
and
you
see
had
what's
no
available.
plan. You
I
just
had no
said,
plan. We
"Let's
got to
go."
go somewhere.
Yeah.
And we ended up in Cancun
Great.
on July 4th
Yeah.
at a terrible hotel, but it had a big fountain out front.
Uh-huh.
And I was inebriated
Yeah.
and kept jumping in the fountain and swimming like it was an actual pool.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again until they were just like, we've seen a lot here,
We've given you multiple chances to get out of the fountain.
but you need to go. And yeah, we got kicked out of there and ended up at a worse hotel. But
Yeah.
It's okay.
And now you bring your own inflatable fountain. You rent an inflatable
It's
fountain.
actually better
Yeah.
to bring your own inflatable fountain.
Because then they're like, get out of there. You're like, this is
No, it's
yours.
mine.
I brought this. So this is a Teacup,
Yeah.
a little sci-fi, a little Western, a little horror. Is that fair?
In that order.
Okay, great.
In that order.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Based on a novel.
Based on a novel, which I did not read.
Yes.
Shocked?
See, I'm not shocked. You know what I'm shocked by? How honest you are about not having read it. I feel like that shows me some self-improvement.
They were like based on a book, and I was like, let's go, let's shoot.
You're like, you had me at based on.
Based on, let's go.
So that's fun, and there is some horseback riding.
There is. I read the scripts. I called my friend who's the showrunner. I said, what's the deal with the horseback riding?
Yeah.
He said, don't worry about it. It's fine. You'll be fine. Drove with my dog from LA to Atlanta. By the time I got there, the whole thing had happened. I had to be now on Yellowstone. You know what I mean?
They decided, you know what, the horse is a big part of the show.
Stunt person.
Oh,
like,
stunt person. Oh my God.
This guy's got to be great.
Yeah.
Did all the lessons, weeks and weeks and weeks of lessons. Show up on the day that I had to really do horseback riding, and somebody had shown a video to Peacock, NBC, and they were like, there's no way we're letting this guy ride. So I was like basically tied to a tree on a horse trying to look cool, and it just did not work out for me in any sort of way.
Because I will say, like, this is a photo of it. You look like you know what you're doing there.
Nope.
That's not a real horse.
That's a real horse, not inflatable. It's a real horse, but he is the best horse, huge and tied to a tree, so I cannot move, and I just have to be kind of cool. It worked out for me.
So there's no scenes of you moving on a horse?
Nope, they wouldn't let me do it. They were like, no way are we letting this idiot on a horse.
So it basically like they just like there's a shot of you and you're like, yeah, and then it just cuts to a wide shot and you hear hooves.
Cuts to my, stunt guy.
Oh, got it. So if we see, it's all stunt guy.
All stunt guy.
Oh my God.
I'm
Do you
not
think
Tom
the
Cruise.
stunt guy's a little excited when he's like giving you lessons and he's like, oh, I'm going to be getting a lot of work.
Yeah, they're watching me thinking I'm like gaining confidence, and they're like, no way this guy's getting on this horse.
You're in Pasadena now.
Yeah.
And I don't know a lot about Pasadena. I was a little surprised to find out maybe more wildlife there than I would expect.
Me too. Yeah. I bought a house there, and it's got some acreage, which is great. And we bought it, excited, went there for the first time with my dog and my 2-year-old at the time, and we were walking around right outside my bedroom. And I looked behind me, and there was a bear.
Really? Just a bear? I mean, by the
giant-
way, I don't know, I'm surprised. Like, the California flag has a bear on it, so they must have... They didn't see that at the zoo and be like, we got to put it on the flag.
No, it was a real bear. It was a real bear. I was terrified, and I just got everybody moved out, moved them back into the house as fast as I could. But yeah, you just don't. The real estate agent didn't mention that there was bears on the property.
They kept saying acreage, and they never once said bear.
They might have said it. I just didn't listen. But no, you go there like 9 in the morning when it's like there's mist in the trees, and you see this giant bear poop, and like you're like walking around, and you're any minute you think you're going to get attacked by a giant bear, but
it sounds nice. It sounds like a nice
great.
place. Yeah.
No, my kids are going to love it.
What a delight to have you back, buddy. Congrats on the show.
Thanks so much.
I love you, my friend.
Yeah.
Scott Speedman, Teacup, streaming now on Peacock. We'll be right back.